everybody, this is Jen. Welcome back to LilyGate Farm. I'm super excited that you could join me in another video. Today it's all about sunflowers. We're going to show you how we seed, grow, and harvest them. So let's get to it.
I got more than just words. I got more than just words. You bring me songs sweet like the birds. So I got more than just words.
All right, the first step is we're going to find a bed in our full sun location. All of our beds are full sun because we are in the middle of an open field. This bed is 4 foot by 50 foot. And you're gonna see that the soil has already been tilled. Mark has already tilled it through with the tractor. And now we're gonna go through and pick up some rocks and make sure those are all picked up so it doesn't get bumped by the seeder that we're gonna use later on in the video. The next step we are gonna do is fertilize with this Spoma plant tone fertilizer. This is the Spoma plant tone fertilizer I was talking to you about earlier. We get this through a wholesaler. We get the 50-pound bags. But what I do is I use a 5 pounds of fertilizer per bed. And this is like an old Chick-fil-A bucket, I think. So I've measured it and I've weighed it, and it's 5 pounds. So you can use whatever you have that's easy for you to disperse the fertilizer. And I just kind of sprinkle it on top of the bed.
I got love in my heart. Promise that no man can tear us apart.
Next up, we apply our irrigation tape. We use 3 lines of irrigation tape the whole length of the bed, and that seems to give us good enough coverage to keep the sunflowers happy in full sun, even in our heat. Sunflower Selections is where I get most of my sunflower seeds from. There are a number of websites where you can get sunflowers from. I just happen to have good luck with theirs. I usually order them in packs of 1,000. So this is 1,000 Pro Cut Red because I hope to have these at Labor Day. So we're sowing some red today. I use an earthway feeder. This thing has a lot of different uses, but the best use for me, for a flower farmer, is the sunflowers. I have it on the small beans, peas plate. And I do tape off a few holes so I don't have a massive amount of seeds everywhere. But this will give me a good amount. About 600 seeds, I would say, per bed is what you're gonna get out of this. But I will just dump the whole packet in the vessel. I'll sow it, and then whatever I have left, I'll put it back in the packet for later use, because sometimes I'll do like a mixed bed of all the stuff I have remaining, and that's lots of fun too. But super excited to get this red in the ground. Okay, now I'm just gonna lightly push back the dirt on top. The earthway does drag the dirt, but it doesn't clearly cover the seeds exactly. So what I do is I just go back through and just gently cover it with maybe a ½ inch. Maybe a little bit less of soil. And I'll do that for all 4 rows. And next step will be watering. Okay, the last step is watering in your sunflowers. I'm going to use the hose for this step, and I try to water it 2 times a day. And then once the seeds have germinated, or mostly germinated, then I'll let the drip system just take over after that. But it is important, especially here where it's 90 degrees today, that you do give these a drink a couple times a day to keep the soil moist so that the seeds can germinate properly and most effectively. So here we go. This is a bed that we sowed about 5 days ago. This is Pro Cut Horizon. It's a nice yellow sunflower, and yes, we do have drip tape on it, but I try to get out here once or twice a day just to kind of soak it to get better germination on the seeds. This is one that is about 2 weeks old. Our temperatures have been really hot here in Rogersville. 90 plus, it's 90 degrees today, so it's another hot day, but we have had 90, 95 plus temperatures the last few weeks, so our sunflowers have really shot up. All right, a few more sunflower beds that we have here. This is Red Lemon Bicolor. It was started on May 30th. And this is Double Quick, and it was started just a little bit before that. So you can see they weren't started on the same day. They were probably started about 4 or 5 days apart from each other. This one is getting much bigger than this one at this point. So I'm hoping to get these in another couple of weeks. This variety is Coconut Plum, and it was sowed on May 15th. And I hope to get some harvesting, I think maybe next week to the next 2 weeks. So I'm hoping this will be ready for me next week for my farmer's market. So we will keep our fingers crossed on this one. And this variety was sowed on May 1st, so we would have sunflowers on July 4th. And here we are, June 30th, with beautiful sunflowers. All right, we're harvesting sunflowers. So what you want to do is harvest them when a few petals are left to come off the center. Or if it's a white variety, you could even do it a lot sooner. And then what I do is I strip off all of my leaves because I have Japanese beetles here and they're usually tattered. So you don't want to put that in your bouquet. And then I plunge them into a gallon of water with the hydration from Crisol in there. I usually do 2 pumps per 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of water in my bucket. And once I get a full bucket, then I'll take them back to my cooler where they will sit till I arrange them. All right guys, this is it for today. I hope this was helpful. I hope you sow thousands of sunflowers like we do every summer, and that you have a sunflower filled summer like we do. So see you next time.